Hey guys, how's it going? I hope everyone's doing well. As you can see, I'm rocking the winter mods in Fallout 4. It is the time of year. I'm running a winter overhaul and a winter overhaul add-on, and we've got Vivid Weather's winter plugin, which is making it snow like crazy. It's also got this awesome Silent Hill type fog as well, which really makes the game a lot more immersive. But we're not going to be looking at the weather today. We are going to be looking at this awesome new player home mod, which is called Drakenvale Manor by SlacksNawfside. And yeah, I haven't done one of these for a while. There's a lot of player home mods. I have covered 2 or 3 of them, I think. Only the ones that I've really sort of stuck with. I tend to try a lot of them and then I just take them out of my game again because they're either not that great or they're just not really what I'm looking for. But this is one of those ones that I'm looking for. This is one of those epic, incredible mods that just, it's a joy to explore, and it could just make your whole game so much better. As you can see, it's quite a trek actually getting to this, because it is atop this huge mountain, which is just south of Diamond City. Actually, it's quite a surprise when you first discover this place, just how big it is. And of course it's snowing inside the cave as well, thanks to the awesome Vivid Weathers mod. But eventually we will get to the top and see what we have in store. Now, this is not just a player home. There is a little surprise to this one, which we will get to towards the end of the video. So here we are. We are near the front entrance. And you might think, well, it's a bit dark. I can't see a bloody thing. But never fear, because there is something we can do about that. Now you can kind of get the idea of what the building looks like anyway. I wanted to do this at night because it just makes everything a bit spookier. Now, I apologise for this, but I'm going to have to put the heads up display on, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to see any of the light switches, and there's a lot of them. So what you can do is you can turn on all the outside lights one by one, and it makes the place all pretty and lit up. So you can see a lot more of the building now. It's kind of I guess you'd call that a kind of ancient Gothic, not ancient, but you know, like an old-fashioned Gothic design. You can turn on these fire pits that surround the outside wall. You can turn on the fountain, which makes a hell of a noise. And you can also turn on the gazebo lights, but I'm not going to do that because I did that about 10 minutes ago and the game crashed. So I'm just not going to risk that this time. It didn't crash on me the first time, but it did crash on me when I was recording the first time. So we just won't do that. Now there's 3 ways in here, but they all lead into the same area. So we're just going to use the main doors and head on in. Now this place is quite spooky. So it's pitch black when you come in. And the first time I came in here, I thought, what the hell, this is dark. What am I supposed to do? I can't see anything. And then I noticed that there were light switches. Now this is why I need the HUD on, because the light switches are a little bit fiddly. You can't select them all the time, but it doesn't half brighten the place up. So you've got awesome lights in the entrance, and you've got some nice lights lighting the fireplace up, and you can also turn the fireplace on, which is an awesome touch. If I can find the switch. There we go. So if we have a look over here in this wing, we have what I guess this is like a private cinema, where you can sit and watch all your Wasteland flicks. I love how each area is dark as well. I think that the whole idea of turning the lights on as you go through the home is absolutely brilliant. It's something I've never seen in one of these mods yet. So I've got this awesome fish tank. You can actually, there is another light you can turn on with this fish tank, but I think I just prefer the purple. It just gives it a bit more atmosphere. And there's also a light that turns off the projector and turns on like house lights as well, which is this one here. So that's as if the lights had come on at the end of the show. But I think I prefer it with the with just the projector on. Now you keep getting that this button isn't functioning sign as well, which pops up. I think that's just something that I guess the mod author couldn't get rid of because the buttons work just fine. This place is also filled with a few, what I'm guessing are original paintings, some of which are funnier than others. Now I love this great big bear. That is some spooky shit. So we've got a bit of a pond here where you could catch some fish. There's some benches in there, so I guess you could sit in there, but I think if that was me, I probably wouldn't sit in there because you'd probably get some fish swimming in your pants and that'd be weird. There's one of those pieces from the Fallout Far Harbor DLC virtual reality memory puzzle. God, that brings back some excellent memories. I spent hours on that. Now I have a bit of a problem with these light switches here because I can't quite, you know, the button should be coming up to change them and it doesn't. So we'll start with the other side, which, as you will see, lights up the dining area. I love the purple lights in the middle. Yeah, these lights can just be a little bit fiddly. There we go. That lights up the whole place, and you've got yourself quite a big kitchen. With a little bit more original artwork. And there's another painting in this other corner here. I love this one. That made me giggle a bit when I saw it the first time. Look at that fridge. That's just like my fridge at home. Except it's got concrete on the front of it. But hell, it looks nice. And you've got a cupboard full of food and full of Nuka-Cola and Vim Cola. Now if you do want to download this, you will need the Far Harbor DLC and you will need Nuka World because it uses bits from both those DLCs. But apparently this is available on PS4 as well. At least it's on the Bethesda site. Obviously I don't have this on PS4, so I can't confirm that, but it's on the Bethesda site, so hopefully you guys on PS4 will be able to check this place out as well. I think it's been because I know you PlayStation guys, it's been a bit unfair on you lot and you've had it hard. You had to wait and wait for mods, and then when they finally came they were a bit of a naff version of what everybody else got. But I think you are getting some, you are starting to get some really good mods. So I hope you guys check this place out because it is excellent. So next we move through into this control room type area with shelves covered in mysterious statues. These are actually shrunk down versions of statues that you can find in other mods, or actually some of them from the vanilla game. You'll see a lot of those in these player homes, lots of shrunk down versions of things that are in the vanilla game. Now you can light up this this console as well, and this is awesome because you've actually got 5 lighting options. So you can give it a nice purple underglow, and then we can light it up with either yellow or green or red or blue, I think, or you can just turn them all on. and have a mix of everything. I would say the lights are my favourite thing about this mod. They were my favourite thing about this mod until I discovered what comes at the end. But we'll, yeah, you'll see that in a short while. So I've got shelves full of drugs as well. I'm going to try not to take anything. There's also safes and containers full of stuff. I'll try not to pinch anything from these mods just in case I decide that I need to delete them to make room. This mod isn't that big actually, as these big player home mods go. This one's only, it's just under 49 MB, so that's not a huge mod by any means. It does have slight lagging issues. Nothing off-putting because it's not like you can tear around the house. But if you do try and sprint through the house, it can get a little bit laggy, but it's certainly not off-putting. There's a rather high number of bathrooms. Is this the third bathroom? Or is this the second bathroom? I think this is the third bathroom. I may have miscounted bathrooms, but at least the shower works. At least you can keep yourself clean. I better turn it off, that's my OCD kicking in there. I can't leave it running. So, although that outfit looks like the Silver Shroud, it actually says space suit costume. I've forgotten how to speak today. If you actually take that, it basically gives you a white version, a sort of dirty white version of the hazmat suit, which is kind of cool. And then up here we've got a nice little bedroom with more excellent purple lighting, or normal lighting if you prefer, again with lots of storage space. And while I would never ever suggest that you keep any of your stuff in modded storage containers, just don't do it. No matter how much you want to spend your time in this player home, just don't keep your stuff in modded storage containers, because if something goes wrong with the mod, you've lost it all. It's happened before and people get pissed off. So it's just best not to do it. Anyway, if we pop up in the elevator, this takes you up to the upper level. Obviously, it wouldn't take you up to the lower level, would it? That would be a world gone mad. But in here, we have a glorious, glorious power armor display room. And it's got, there's a really nice little touch in this room as well that I've never seen before, which we'll see in just a second, which is that little thing. And you'll see what that does in a minute. So you can bring your power armor here and it will look really, really fancy in this room. So I will just have a look down here first. There's a lot of detail in this room. The workbenches are both functional. You can craft your weapons there, you can craft your armor there. You've got all sorts of goodies in there, which are yours for the taking, should you so wish. So if we switch this little green teleporty thing on, it actually bounces you up to the second floor, so you can get to your power armor up here, just in case you haven't got a jetpack, which is an awesome little that's an awesome little function. And then you can't get down again unless you go there. I got a bit scared for a second. I thought I was going to be stuck up there. Anyway, if we pop back downstairs, we shall go and have a look at what else this mod has to offer, because we're not done yet. There are a couple of surprises still to come. I'll have to remember which way to go now. I think we have to go back down to the ground floor, which is down these stairs. I've really been meaning to get a mod with a spiral staircase. I know that there's one, I'm pretty sure that Etheron does one, but I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, if you pop into this elevator, your screen goes black and it takes you to this place. And again, the first time I came here I thought, what the hell? I'm in a giant, empty, completely dark room. And I had absolutely no idea what the function of this was until you turn the light on and you realise that it's a workshop. It's your own little building room. So although you can't build in the rest of the house, which is it's a shame, but it's totally understandable, you can build whatever you want in this little room down here. So I mean, I don't know, it's a small space, but it's bigger than a home plate. You could build like a big disco ballroom or something. So you know, I might have a look at building something in there sometime soon. Anyway, we're going to pop back outside because there's one last thing, which is the sort of party piece of this mod. I forgot to edit out this loading screen, didn't I? Yes, I did. I did the first one because the loading screen coming in here is like 60 seconds. Anyway, it's still snowing. I've been loving the weather mods. Vivid weathers. I'll leave a link to the snow mods and the weather mods. They can get a little bit intense because it does snow pretty much all the time. You'll find that you'll get the odd day where it's clear, and then about 85% of the time it does snow quite heavily and you get really thick fog. But the thick fog at night is awesome if you're sort of travelling across the map. You know, you can't see the enemies coming, you can hear the ghouls and stuff, but you don't know where they're coming from, and it's just really good. Anyway, here it is. This is the party piece of the mod. It's the roller coaster, and it says you must be this tall to ride. Well, that's ridiculous. I mean this girl's what? She's got to be at least 5'7". Clothes required to ride. Think of others. So you're not allowed to ride it naked, and you've got to be an absolute giant, but hell, we're going to break all the rules because that's just how we do it. And we're going to take this thing for a spin. It takes a few seconds to warm up. So yeah, this is quite a lot of fun. So I'm just going to shut up and you guys can just check out this. So there we go. I guess that's the first rideable modded roller coaster. I think it's a really well made mod. This, just a really cool player home, awesome location. And one thing I didn't mention is that if you read the mods page, this mod has a really huge backstory behind it as well. So I'm not sure if the mod author plans to add some sort of quest line or maybe some characters to the place, but we will see. I'll leave the links in the description to download it. So thanks very much for watching. I'll leave you with this spooky, creepy looking skeleton. At least it stopped snowing anyway. I think I'm gonna get rid of these snow mods. They're a bit depressing, to be honest. Oh, look at the ponytail. And the game's crashed. Fuck.